Good morning. Beautiful namaste. Everything is fresh and shiny this morning. Big rain just occurred, and here we are on the grassy knoll once again in the light. This morning's practice is going to be, I believe, I never really know till we get on the mat, but the idea eventually is to get to Mermaid Pose, one of my favorites. And this is dedicated to my friend Melissa, who that's one of her favorite poses, and she has recently just come out of hip surgery. So this is for you, Melissa, and I can't wait to see you back practicing with us on the grassy knoll. All right, here we go. Let's start. Let's start on the back of our mats this morning. Standing tall in Tadasana pose. Here we go. Back of the mat, yogis. Bring the balls of the big toes together. Bring the heels where they're about an inch apart. Rock back and forth on your feet. Feel a little bit grounded. Next time you roll back and feel the inner and outer heels, lift the toes, spread them nice and wide. Lift the kneecaps up so the front of the thighs lift up into the pelvis and the heart lifts, and then keep all that lift as you drop the toes back down onto the earth. Press down into the feet equally, femur bones back, and on your inhale, reach the arms out and up. Look up, stretch up. Bring the hands together in prayer pose. Exhale, draw the hands right together in this gesture of prayer right at the heart center. Pause. Feel the breath of your inhale, the breath of your exhale, and allow your breath to be a prayer this morning. Inhale, out and up, stretch up, look up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold, diving into yourself. Full exhale, drop your head, shake it out. Gaze forward, walk the hands forward, plant the hands, shoulder width apart, bring your feet hip width apart, come high up onto the toes, set the arms by pressing into the hands. Feel the inner and outer wrist, feel the bones of the hand, feel the pads of the fingers, maybe feeling the elbow joint come to that inner wrist, and high up onto the toes now, let the hips stretch up. Press the thighs back, press the inner and outer knees back. Exhale, both heels down towards the earth. And last piece is to lift the kneecaps and the front of the thighs. And feel how that naturally gives a little lift into the belly. Feel this with the prayer of your inhale and the prayer of your exhale. Very nice. Left foot comes right to the center line. Inhale the right leg up. We'll start to move now. Step the right foot forward, right in between your hands. Spin the left sole of the foot flat. Ball the big toe pressing outer left heel. Let that inspire the heart to lift and rise and shine as the arms reach up. Exhale, come on back down. Plant the hands either side of the right foot. Come up onto the toes of the left foot. We'll take a twist. Inhale the right arm up to the sky. Now rooting down a little more sincerely with the left palm and up through the right fingertips. Get a stretch in the bridge of the foot as you come high up on the toes. Heel back, heart lengthens forward. Big breath in. Right sit bone back on the exhale. Good. Drop the right hand down. Drop the left knee down. Inhale, both arms up, Anjayasana. Lift up, stretch up. Keep the hands in prayer up over the crown of your head. Untuck the left foot. Press into the left shin. Feel the outer ankle. Feel the bones of the toes. On the right and left foot, inhale. Exhale. And then with your breath, you bring the hands down to your hips. Pause here. This might be plenty of stretch. You might come down to place both hands to either side of that right foot. You might bend the left knee, reaching back with the right hand. Catch a hold of the outside of the left foot with the right hand. Pull the heel towards the left hip. Lift up through the heart and let the front of the ribs reach forward, the back ribs flatten, the right shoulder roll back, and then take it for a spin to the right. Maybe send the gaze up towards the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Drop the left foot down. Toe heel the right foot over to the left. Bring the shin parallel, and if parallel is not awesome on your hip, just draw the heel a little closer towards your groin. That will give a little bit more room for yourself. Stay here for your inhale. Exhale out everything, and then we'll take some pigeon pose dips. Widen your hands so there's room for the path of a lifted heart. Come up into the fingertips, inhale, stretch up, look up. Exhale, dip the heart. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, dip the heart. Inhale, give it a lift. Stay here or bend the right knee. This time reach back with the left hand, catching hold of the inner left foot. Draw the heel towards the left hip. You might walk the right hand to the front of the right thigh as you lift up. You may look back and bring the foot to the crooks of the elbow and spin the heart forward. You might reach the right arm up, bending the elbow, and then maybe the hands find each other behind your head. Press the back of the head into the top bone of your right arm and breathe. And this might be plenty. You may choose to keep that shape on the left side. You might reach around with the right hand, reach back so both hands catch a hold of your ankle, and then kick the left foot back into your hands as you lift up to the heart and feel that beautiful stretch in the front of the heart, front of the shoulders. You purposely roll the shoulders back and down, feel the inner shoulders come in towards each other. Round down through your right shin, down through the left knee. Breathe in, breathe out. And the exit is to gracefully release the left foot down. Both hands come to the top of the mat. You'll tuck your left toes now. Lift the left thigh, step back to plank pose. Press both hands, stretch it back to downward facing dog. Drop both heels. Now usually there's quite an unevenness on either side. So bend the right knee, left heel drops. Bend the left knee, right heel drops. Little walk side to side. And then come back to center and downward facing dog, but tippy toe downward facing dog. So way high up onto the toes. Press and straighten your arms. Your arms are straight and strong. The belly is lifted. The thighs are pressing back. Your breath is flowing. And by drawing that right foot to the center line, you'll plant. Lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Lift it way up, stretch it way back, and then gaze forward and step that left foot right in between your hands. Let a happen. Big exhale happen. And then exhale even further and drop the sole of the right foot. And then come on up, Virabhadrasana 1, reaching the arms out and up. And feel your feet planted on the earth. Ball the big left toe, outer right heel. Lift the back right knee. Bend the front left knee. Draw the sit bones under, the belly lifts, the heart lifts, the gaze lifts, the prayer comes right over the crown of your head, and feel the alignment of your prayers with your head and your heart and the tailbone. Super grounded. Inspired by your inhale. Grounded with your exhale. Good. From those alignments, you'll come forward down to the shape of the lunge. You'll spin onto those back right toes. You'll plant the right hand into left hip. Wiggle the left hip back. Heart lengthens forward, making room for the path of the heart as you twist and open to the left and breathe the left fingertips up to the sky. The fingers are spread enthusiastically. You feel the pinky finger reaching a little bit more than the rest of the fingers. As you press down onto the right palm, you roll that right shoulder blade under, super strong and supported. What's going on with the back leg? Lift the back knee high up on the toes. Reach back through the heel. Big breath in. Exhale, unwind. And then we'll get into the hips by dropping that right knee down, top of the right shin, top of the right foot. Big stretch. All right? Yes. Inhale, both arms up. Both arms come up with your inhale, timing it perfectly. And exhale, keeping the arms up and over the head. Hips commit to sinking deeper as the heart commits to lifting higher and higher and higher with each of your breaths. And you feel not only the front of the heart lift, but the back of the heart lifts, and the gaze comes up towards the sky. And allow yourself to be inspired by blue skies, puffy white clouds, and the yoga, the connection to your deeper self. Alrighty, both hands come down. Bend your right knee. This might be plenty. You might reach back with the left hand, catching a hold of the outer foot, draw it in. What's going on with the tailbone? No traffic jam there. Scoop the tailbone towards your back heel and reach the heart forward. And the spine is long and the breath is flowing. The eyes are kind. Jaw is soft. And that spot right between your brows, let it widen. Said to be the seat of our intuition and wisdom. Good. Release the back leg. Toe heel, left foot over to the right. Find that place where it's a nice landing place for your hips. You might wobble a little bit right and left. You might draw the heel closer in towards your pelvis. Root through the back leg. Feel the inner left knee, inner left ankle. Heart reaches up. Come up onto your fingertips. Straighten out through the arms. And then notice how good it feels to widen the arms. Gives a little bit more room in the shoulders, room in the neck, room in the base of the skull. Breathe in the tailbone to the center of your brain. Pigeon dips, lift the heart a little deeper. Exhale, round and offer. Roll it up on your inhale. Exhale, dive in. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. It might feel nice just to stay low, maybe coming onto your elbows, dropping your head. It might feel interesting to come into Mermaid Pose. By straightening your arms, you'll walk the hands back, you'll rebend your back right knee, you'll reach back with the right hand, draw it in. And you can find some traction by pressing the foot into the hand and feel the lift of the heart You might draw it in deeper, bringing the foot to the inner elbow. Kick. Draw the big, bold femur bone of the right leg down. Tailbone down, belly lifts. You might reach up with that left arm. You might bend right at the elbow and join the hands together. Sometimes the fingertips find each other. Sometimes it's the wrist. Kick, lift, look, breathe. Maybe trying to get that upper arm bone behind your ear as the left elbow lifts, the right elbow drops down. Shoulder blades come onto the back. Hips are square-ish to the front of the mat. You might stay here, investigating and breathing, or you might release that left hand, bring it back behind you. So both hands find the foot, ankle, maybe the shin. Kick back, as you root through the front shin. Maybe flexing the left foot, flexing the right foot. Shoulder rolls back and down. Lift of the heart, lift of the front ribs. Let your mind follow into the breath and feel how each breath lets you dive deeper and deeper into yourself. Good. From that place of depth, we'll release that back leg, drop it back down. Tuck the right toes, lift the right leg, right hands, right underneath the shoulders. You'll step your left leg back to plank pose. Little roll forward on the toes, a little reach back with the heels, little to and fro action. Getting a nice massage all along the wrist and the hands and in the shoulders. Some action into the feet, the lift of the backs of the legs, the lift of the knees. And then from the tailbone, lift the tailbone nice and tall and high to the sky. Drop your head, long spine. Drop your heels down with a and lift the front of the thighs and lift the belly and surrender the heart. Next, inhale high up onto the toes. Come down to both knees. Draw the hips back down towards the heels, Balasana pose, child's pose. You might widen the knees. For this version, I'm keeping my knees together. That deepens the stretch in the low back. And then draw your arms down along your sides. Maybe catching a hold of your heels. Drop your head. Round a little bit. Like a baby rabbit pose, and then release the clasp of the hands, turn the palms to face up. Let the forehead come down onto the earth, right on that ajna chakra, right between the brows. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Stay here or chin to the chest, roll your way up. Find your way to a seated position that feels interesting to you. I'm going to come to lotus. Come to Sukhasana or Swastikasana or your favorite seated position, or staying in the child's pose works too. Snuggle on back in. Grounded down to the lower body. Your sit bones, your leg bones. Feel that spine rising right out the center of the pelvis, the shoulders unburdened, roll them back and down. Turn the palms to face up. You might lift the palms just a little bit and widen the hands as the elbows stay in towards your ribs, and lift and look up and feel that breath. Wide and fresh and open. and into that freshly minted awareness of yourself. Draw the hands right back to the heart center and seal it in. Wishing you beautiful aloha and gorgeous namaste. Namaste.